Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record weekly review special for week number 11 of competition. This week, we pulled in 1,202 points, which is our weekly record. Best round yet. We also raised our virtual best score to 1,456 points, which is an increase of over 150 points of our previous virtual best. Looking at each of the 10 games individually, this was a big week for competition. In Football Manager 2018, we raised our score to 90 points, nearing the century mark, and also approaching a potential title in our first season. In Stellaris, we had a massive week. This is where a lot of those points came from. So, if you were unaware, Stellaris launched Stellaris 2.0 and a new Apocalypse DLC this week. As a result, I wrapped up our first seasonal series of Stellaris, and in that push for the end, in that final episode, we grabbed a bunch of points, raising our score by 113 overall points to 187. So that final score on that first round, 187. And then, with the launch of Stellaris 2.0, we also added a couple bonus episodes this week, and are already off to a decent start there with 18 points. Those will apply to future weeks of competition, though. In Minecraft, we added 25 points this week, bringing our total to 275. In Draft Day College Basketball 2017, we wrapped up season number 3, season to forget, sadly. After a promising start, the season ended poorly. We ended up with 75 points. In Crusader Kings 2, our leader continues to live and thrive, so we remain at 30 points. In 7 Days to Die, we survived another night, making it to 120 points now, with just 2 deaths total so far. In Motorsport Manager, new season got underway. We had our first race, and we have 10 points. In Europa Universalis 4, yet again, we are at that point where we are competitive, we are doing well, and it's a good campaign, but as a smaller nation, we were just not in that position to earn points. However, we have grown substantially and are actually getting close to scoring some points. Finally, getting that game on the board, last one to do so. And in Factorio, new record in Factorio, as we are now up to 400 points. And finally, in Pro Cycling Manager 2017, our maiden season, we have signed a new contract where we are going to move up to a higher division next season, which will give us that opportunity to actually earn some substantial points. In this low division, there are so few points on offer. Even when you do well, you're only grabbing a couple of points. So we remained at 15 points this season. Once again, that is 1,202 for the week. That is our best round, and we raised our virtual best to 1,456. We are still far away from the initial marks, the initial landmarks, but we're above that 1,000 mark and starting to climb steadily. All right, well, that does it for this episode. Tune in next week again as we hit week number 12 of competition.